everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here with Scrappy Tails again, and we are still having fun creating our Halloween cards, featuring her recently released Halloween collection. I am going to be using this beautiful A7 Swirl spider cover plate. Now with this, you get, of course, that, spider, wait here, yeah, and the skull. Still in a glitter mood here, but I wanted to have something interactive on the card. So I grabbed a piece of black twine and I'm weaving it up through the top part of this cover part frame. Now with this die, there is a piece that you can cut out where that solid piece of iridescent cardstock is, so that you can have that panel be separate. I'm going to be placing a black panel of cardstock on top of that. We're going to get our glue in place, making sure I'm hitting the tips of those gorgeous swirls so that nothing gets caught on them. I'm not worried about putting glue everywhere, just at least on the outside, on that inside panel, and those little swirl tips so that I can get that down onto the glitter cardstock. Now, this is not a chunky glitter cardstock. It's very flat to the piece, which I think is great. It's actually, I think it's by Sizzix, and it's the gunmetal, so it's actually not black. Now, with all of that glue coming up, again, it's going to dry clear. But I wanted to distress the iridescent cardstock. And the best way to do that is just use a cloth with alcohol on it, rubbing alcohol. And you can see those swirls. It's almost like it's scratched. And that's how you do that. If you want to wipe away all of that glue to clean it, just use water, just water. But I wanted to scratch that up and not make it so, here's a technical word for you, mirrory. Yeah. I took the Boo sentiment and die cut it many times from orange cardstock. And with that center panel that I die cut, I'm going to create our own pattern paper and stagger that Boo all in the background or all along that piece of cardstock. I started at one location and then the others are just coming off of that, creating a pattern. At first I wasn't. I was going to be very random with it, and you can see I'm taking them off, cleaning the glue off, just wiping it off with my finger. But I did want to have a pattern. You could put some upside down on an angle, you know, all cattywampus, and have a ball with it if you would like. I'm going to get these last few on here, and those ones to get on the edge were really difficult. I was really struggling with those. But they eventually got on. Liquid glue never fails me. I will come in with my long shears and I'm going to cut along this panel. Now that panel would also make a great ticket. It's the perfect shape for a ticket. Yes. I was thinking of that as I was cutting this. I'm like, oh, this would be a great big ticket. Oh, Christmas. Okay. See, these are the things that I think about. You know, I'm still getting caught up on so many YouTube videos that I have saved to watch later because I just couldn't get to them for whatever reason. And there was one that I came by, one of my fellow design team members for Scrappy Tails, Sharon Luska. I believe I said her name right. God, I hope I said her name right. And she was taking, this was from 10 months ago. She was taking dies from Scrappy Tails and just making them different, turning them completely into something else, and just loving, being inspired by this video. If I remember, I'll link it down below. I'll forget. So someone remind me. this was just awesome. And she just showed what she made. She didn't make anything. She just showed it. Let's real quick go back to the card. So I have that panel down. I cut around it, took off the extra. I propped it up with double-sided foam tape. I've got black and purple for the skull. And I used a purple glitter. And I did die cut the background of the skull black multiple times, again, to give that dimension. And I even added a strip of double-sided foam tape. For the spider, I'm die cut that 6 times. I'm going to have 3 and 3. So I'm layering her up 3 and 3. And they are going to straddle this piece of black jute that I have. But anyway, I was watching her video and it was just wonderful. And I come back, this is awesome. What great ideas. You've inspired me. And then I look, oh my God, it's from 10 months ago. So then I came back and I said, yes, I'm just catching up on videos. So we can be inspired at any time. Just saying. But it was a wonderful video. How, again, take your dies and change them. Turn them into something else. Let's get ourselves outside of that box. Whether we make tags out of a die, whether that's we make it an ornament, whether we make it a book or a journal, anything. We don't have to use it the way that it's packaged or the way that one person shows it. Be inspired by others and what they'll take and just turn it into. So just a little chatty gabbiness there. Sorry about that. So on the back side of the glitter cardstock, I'm taping down that piece of jute, and I'm really making sure there's some double tape surrounding this, and I'm going to make sure that there is liquid glue sitting around this as well so that that piece doesn't slide out at any time soon. Of course, the bottle clogs, so we're going to get a pin. We're just going to unclog that because that's what they do. It's just what they do, and it's good. We have it down to a science. Again, you can see just how much glue. This is a 5x7 card. Of course, I failed to say that at the beginning, and I'm just really pushing in around that piece of string to make sure that it's in place. I put a little piece of double-sided tape on one of the spiders. I'm going to set the jute down onto that, just trying to find that location, and I want it to sit just above the skull head. So here's something funny. Okay, this will make you laugh. So I am not a spider person. I even had an issue of putting these together because it's a big spider. Little spiders I'm okay with. I used to not be. But big spiders, whoa. And nobody please describe your big spiders because, oh my goodness. Well, I went to pick up something. As I was filming this, I took it out. As I was filming this, now you can see I'm pinching those legs together, making sure that they're straight and not crooked, and really pushing down on the body to pinch that jute in between. And we will be decorating this. So I picked up something. I think it was the glue bottle. And that little floppy edge got caught on one of those paper spiders. And that paper spider went flying. Des went flying 10 feet backwards and let out such a scream. It was blood-curdling. Needless to say, I have learned that when I do that, my husband will come running at a very quick pace to see what happened. So, yeah. It was fun being creative with this card. Thank you, Sabrina. I love the interaction. I love that when you turn this card to the side, that spider's going to swing back and forth. I used some of her gems just to accent that little creature there that's just having fun. But again, we can add interaction anyway to our cards. I hope you enjoyed today's project featuring elements from the new collection by Scrappy Tails. All the products I use will be listed down below in the video description, along with Sharon's video. I'm hoping I don't forget. If you have any questions, make sure they are left down below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Enjoy the art you create. Have fun with it, because it can attack you at any moment. But just have fun with it and know that it is art. And try anything and everything. You never know what you'll like and how it'll come out when you keep going. But remember what's most important. Always be creative, guys. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Till then.